Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday Show with your hosts Ken Tizzard and Music for Goats. Brought to you in full color and stereo sound amplification provided by Trainer. Broadcasting into the world from Storyhouse Studios in Campbellford, Ontario, you'll hear the best in old country, folk, Americana, punk rock, and 80s music delivered into your homes every week for free. And don't forget your regular dose of new and original songs from Music for Goats. Never be alone on a Wednesday night again, 8 p.m. Eastern and 9:30 for those even Newfoundland. Join the Whiskey Wednesday regulars on Facebook to be a part of the conversation, or watch on YouTube as well. Pour a drink, a cup of tea, or a nice cold long tooth. Roll up your best smoke and sit back and relax. Don't forget to hit the share button to help spread the word. The Whiskey Wednesday Show, every week. Cheers.
And just like that, here we are tonight. No, it is we. Allison's over there with Jack. Allison and Jack manning the switcher. Manning everything over there, the cameras and the all kinds of stuff. I think she's manning the Blue Jays game on her iPad as well, if I was to guess.
Probably won't be successful.
Yeah, okay, well, we got a whole lot going on here tonight. Hey, Steve, Tony, Deb, Ron, Joe, Jeannie, all the rest of you. Jeannie, we're going to start a song off for you. Song that Jeannie requested, and it didn't get played because of a technical glitch. And then we tried to make it up to her by playing it in the Whiskey Wednesday repeat, but it had another glitch, which is weird.
A glitch called Jack. Jack stepped on the switcher.
Oh, that was the Jack stepping on the switcher. So, I figure we'll try and play it tonight and, sort of actually do a version for you there, Janie. So, happy Whiskey Wednesday, happy hump day. Ken Tizzard here. It is the Whiskey Wednesday show. It's Wednesday night. All is good. The verb is already on. It's very cool. As we said, this is for Jeannie. Oh, I'm sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. Is there something I can bring you from across the sea? That I will be landing. No, there's nothing you can send me, my own true love. There's nothing I'm wishing to be owning. Just carry yourself back to me across that lonesome ocean. Oh, I just thought you might like something fine, made of silver or golden, either from the mountains of Madrid or from the coast of Barcelona. But if I had the stars from the deepest night and the diamonds from the darkest oceans, I'd forsake them all for your sweet kiss. Boy, that's all I'm wishing to be owning. But I might be gone a long old time. asking, is there something I can send you to remember me by, to make your time more easy pass? Oh, how can you ask me again? It only brings me sorrow. The same thing I would want today, I'd want again tomorrow. Oh, but I got a letter on a lonesome day. It was from a ship sailing, saying I don't know when I'll be coming back again. It depends on how I'm feeling. Oh, if you, my love, must think that way, I'm sure your mind is roaming, but I'm sure your thoughts are not me, with the country the way you're going. So take heed of the western winds. Take heed of stormy weather. And yes, there's something you can bring back to me. Spanish boots up, Spanish leather. Oh, little Spanish boots of Spanish leather. To start off tonight, a little Bob Dylan. You knows I likes me some Bob Dylan. I don't know where it started. I believe, actually, I do know where it started. It was Clark. It was Clarky. Clarky got me on the Dylan. He had a cassette tape, which we, sorry, I'm just checking something here to see if the reverb is working. Nah, it doesn't matter. I think Clarky had a cassette, or he'd gotten it. It was just a Dylan first cassette. And that whole first summer that he had it, we just listened to it endlessly. It was like skateboarding and Bob Dylan, like at 13, really weird. Anyways, loves me some Bob. Weird weekend. Went to Waterloo, Kitchener-Waterloo. I never know if I'm in Kitchener or Waterloo when I'm in Kitchener-Waterloo. And people there are very, they seem to be very, you know, you sort of need to know the difference in Kitchener and Waterloo, and I don't really. So I'm not sure if we played the Kitchener or the Waterloo Oktoberfest. But it was fantastic. Grounds open at 11. All-day event, German drinking, sausages, fried flat meat, schnitzel. Anyways, awesome stuff. And of course, you know, the traditional German music, the Umpapa, accordion music, polkas. So our sound check had to happen at 8 in the morning, or between 8 and 9 we had to start, so I had to leave home at, 5-ish, and middle of the night, kind of drive down to Waterloo, and we do our sound check, and we finish around 10:30, and there's a trailer behind the stage. We're in a couple trailers for the band, so I go into a trailer and go into the bunk and lie down, and it's about just getting on to 11 o'clock. I'm thinking, okay, I can sleep for a couple hours, catch up on my sleep for the day, wake up, have dinner, do the show, and then drive home, another long drive. And just dozing off, and the first band started. I had not factored in 7 hours of polka music on the stage 15 feet away from me, blaring to a town square, like enough PA that you could hear 2 blocks away. And the vibrations that come with the 151 of the low end, it's just wow. It's something that is I can sleep through a lot. And I've got to say, I couldn't sleep through it. I had to get up and get in my car and go for a little drive, and find somewhere to park my car and have a little snooze. But yeah, it was a hell of a lot of fun, and got to see Walter Osternack, which is cool, the polka king, 90-year-old polka rock star out there. My God, that guy is something else. Piece of work, I tell you. Just an amazing player. I walked over to the side of the stage for a while. I wanted to get a close look, and I sort of, as soon as I entered the stage, he caught me out of the corner of his eye and just boom, right to me, and this big smile, and then I realized he was just doing that to everybody, just like locking eyes and smiling, and then he came back to me again, and then I got self-conscious, and anyways, it was pretty fantastic. It was pretty fantastic. Yeah, I think it's been, Allison found this online, so I guess it has been announced, right? The Watchman OLG show. So that's kind of fun, getting together with some old friends, the Skydiggers and the Shrews, January 15th. That's that new OLG stage out in Niagara Falls. It's a fantastic weekend if you're looking to get away for a show. I recommend that one because the theater is beautiful.
Two clubhouse members are going to be there.
There'll be several clubhouse members there.
Joe
and Heather will be there, yeah.
They booked their hotel. They're going to join you.
So that'll be good. That'll be good. Looks like everybody's here having a grand old chat. Excellent. Nice to see you. Got Neil here saying I can vouch for that. I guess that's Neil. I'm wondering if that's our Neil out in Halifax. Could be. Yeah, there is a decanter there that looks like Elvis Joe Murray. You're correct. I don't know if that's on the list for tonight. This one is. I don't know if we've ever done this one. I don't know if I've done this one solo. Here we go. Rocking out tonight to maximum rockabilly. When 2 punks choose to risk the subway for a tube to Piccadilly, the Zephyrs still fast the gangs for glory. Another dumb casualty. Heaven burned. Sour 6, a hidden flick, knife flicks. Oh, kiss me deadly tonight. Another battle was won and lost, and the bishop said last night. Spotlight picks the kids in triumph with 1,000 scarves in flight. See how they run, stream from the terraces in black and white, young and old, into the fight, having fun. Sour 6, a balance for a fix. Oh, kiss me. Idol, pre-Billy Idol. Well, Billy Idol was Billy Idol, but pre-solo Billy Idol with Generation X and Gen X, two versions of the same band, similar sort of. You get the picture if you look into it.
I'm not sure if the reverb is on or off tonight. I can't really tell.
Yeah, there's been a few changes. It's on for sure. It's just a matter of how much it's on. But I don't want to play with it too much because I'm not monitoring back. So I hope everybody out there's doing good. It is what time of the year is it? We just had Thanksgiving. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to think about Thanksgiving in a minute. But yeah, no, we just had Thanksgiving, so it's fall, right?
Yes.
And yeah, it's a weird fall because the plants are still growing. We're getting frosts. We're thinking it's, sort of time to bring everything in and that's it. And tomorrow everything will be gone. And then they come back again. Everything seems confused out there. Which, power to it, I guess. Power to it. What's up, Mike? There's Joe Murray's asking about the microphone. There's two mics I got here tonight. One is the Slate. It's their modeling mic, which I quite like. The Slate modeling that works with it is pretty fantastic. I don't use that stuff because I use different software, but I've just got that down there on the guitar. And this up here is this is the Aston Spirit. This is an English mic. Long McQuaid had them in for a while. I really like this Spirit. And I've got two overheads as well that I really quite like by them. So a little mic work for you. You can get them both at Long McQuaid through Canada, in Canada. Where are we here in the evening? We got a few things going on. I just did Kiss Me Deadly. I'm going to do Pain-Free Living. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm just going to sort of strum through this and. I like to get high, I like to get high, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoned, I like to get more stoned than I was before. 'Cause I don't have the perfect job I dreamed of, and at times I can take it for a while. And sometimes it takes away the part of me that's real. And other times all I can do is smile. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoned, I like to get more stoned than I was before. 'Cause I don't have a moment of pain-free living, and at times I can take it for a while. And sometimes it takes away the ability to see things, and other times all I can do is smile. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoned, I like to get more stoned than I was before. Here we go. There's a solo here. I'm just playing the guitar for tonight. The solo sounds silly on its own. Come to think about it, strumming through the sound, the solo's a bit silly too. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. To be honest, it's an uphill battle with depression, and the drugs the doctor gives me ain't so tight. But sometimes I feel my skin is crawling, and other times bad TV can be alright. I like to get high, I like to get high, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned and I like to get stronger. I like to get more stoned than I was before. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. Yeah, I like getting high and getting stoned and getting more high and more stoned. Thank you, Tony Arkell, for putting up the link. I appreciate that. Thankful for it. You know what else was all thankful for is Thanksgiving this year. Thanksgiving was great. I had a small gang at the house. I gotta remember everybody's names. That's the question. Just kidding. We've got down in the bottom left, we've got Allison's sister, Michelle. She's actually her cousin, but they're kind of like sisters. Auntie Claire, who, you know, helps us out through everything. Frank tucked in behind her there, and then Mr. Grant, then Allison, and then me, as you can see, and Caitlin, and Neil, and Elaine. And there are dogs under the table, and we had all three dogs. Yeah, we had Stanley, we had Jack, and we had Charlie.
Yes.
We're going to play a couple of new songs for you tonight. 3, in fact, believe it or not.
It's exciting.
I'm really nervous about it. I don't think I'm stoned enough, but I took a couple edibles just before the show, so hopefully they'll kick in soon. If not, I got some weed there. Maybe we'll play a little video, and I'll do something that used to be highly illegal. If I did this on the internet 20 years ago, the police would be at my door. 20 years ago, the internet didn't have this ability. Oh yeah, it's all goes hand in hand. Thanksgiving was fun. I hope you all had a great time. I started watching the new Monster series last night before, and for those of you who don't know, Monster is a series. The first one they did was on, oh God, I'm trying to remember. Who was the first one on Allison? The second one was the Menendez brothers. The first one was Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, so the first one was the Dahmer series, and then there was the Menendez brothers, but they're all under the Monster, you know, sort of umbrella. And the new one is the Ed Gein one, and Ed Gein is say a famous serial killer, but that's what he was. Even though he didn't kill a lot of people, I think he only killed 2 people, in fact, but I'm not sure what this is saying. Anyways, the way that they have approached this is incredible. And I'm not going to say anything about it, and I want to thank Sammy Cohen, because Sammy was like, have you started watching it yet? I'm like, no, and then he waited a day, and he said, have you started watching it yet? And I said, no, and then he saw me like 3 days later, he said, have you started watching it? And I said, no, and he went, and he was just shaking. And I said, don't say anything. He said, I'm not going to say anything. He said, but you're not going to believe how they're doing it. And I just want you to, and I know exactly what he's talking about now. Like there's an approach that they've taken that I did not expect. And it's not knowing anything about it was such a thrill. And it was just like one of those things that kind of, oh, this is going to be so much fun. But anyways, Ed Gein was a serial killer who lived next to a graveyard. His mother sort of repressed him in many ways, religiously and sexually, and repressed him to a state of confused humanity. And he, you know, some of the things that he saw, he found got a little bit obsessed with some Holocaust photos that he had seen at the time, which were very rare. And again, just sort of as a mentally ill person, didn't know how to process it in the life that he had, and it just sort of living next to a graveyard, he saw opportunity there. And anyways, the historical characters of Leatherface and Psycho, Anthony Perkins' character, Norman Bates, and Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lamb, those 3 characters were based in one way or another on Ed Gein. And anyways, I got fascinated by that story years and years ago, and I wrote this song here from the perspective of an outsider. Ed Gain came from a small town of Plainville, a couple hundred people, and when the news broke, thousands of journalists from around the country came in, and the place became a circus. People who'd been living in this small town for their whole life suddenly couldn't go out their front door without being, sort of having journalists, in their faces, asking them questions about this guy, this quiet guy who lived on the outside of town. Nobody really knew him. Everybody knew him, but nobody really knew him. He was just this quiet guy. Anyway, it's just a song about the actions of others. My reflection in the mirror isn't who I used to be. The person that you left behind isn't who I see. My lips, they move, tell different stories, using words I've never known. It's time to stop and call this perfect place a home. And that's all gone. It's never coming back, and that's all gone away for good, and I'm alright with that. I'm moving on. It's time to look ahead with the past behind me now, and I'm alright with that. We were so beautiful in a time and place not here. No light on subjects, we go further year on year. I'm going crazy, looking everywhere to see who I might be. With every moment growing shorter still, the space between the lines allows a little chill to blow inside. A chill to blow inside, and that's all gone. It's never coming back, and that's all gone away for good, and I'm alright with that. I'm moving on. It's time to look ahead with the past behind me now, and I'm alright with that. Oh. My reflection in the mirror isn't who I used to be. The person that you left behind isn't who I see. The smell of secrets as they smolder in your mind, and the first in fits and fears and memories you'll find. It seems like yesterday I understood everything so clear, and that's all gone. It's never coming back, and that's all gone away for good. I'm alright with that, and I'm moving on. It's time to look ahead with the past behind me now, and I'm alright with that, and that's all gone. That's all gone away for good, and I'm alright with that. My therapist tells me that in order to move on from where I am to where I have to be alright with all of it. So I wrote this song long before my therapist told me that, so I feel a bit like a prophet, like I'm propheticizing my own existence years in advance through song. So like whatever I write now will apply to me when I'm 70, if the math is right. Interesting to think that I might know something about being 70. How's everybody doing? What'd you all do for like Thanksgiving? I see you all here, little bits of chatter, but not much. Yeah, Joe and Heathy were up at Ferris on the weekend. I saw you went to Capers for a beer. Nice. Very nice. And that's all gone. Yeah, Tony Arkels was saying he just had a backyard session and it's all gone. I get it. So I'm going to show a video, but before I show the video,
Which way do you want to do it?
Allison said she was
Yeah,
leaving
I
this for
know.
me to decide, and I said I got it taken care of, and here I am now looking, going, oh, what's happening? Okay, so we're going to do a little video of me I go out skateboarding around town, and sometimes when I'm just sort of scooting around, I'm shooting a little video, I want something different in the backdrop. So I scooted over tomorrow. I scooted over a few days ago tomorrow, and I went over by our national monument. Is it a national monument in Canada?
I don't
Provincial
know.
monument? I don't know. Our provincial monument, I'm sure it's in a book somewhere, of the world's biggest things. We have the world's biggest toonie. So I went over and did a little skate session there. So let's just watch that for a sec, and then I'm just going to get on that. What did I do with the remote? I had the remote. Allison kept saying, "Don't lose the remote. Don't lose the remote." I haven't lost the remote. Okay, let's watch. Let's watch this. I'm going to mute this.
We gotta do so much.
Here we go.
without
Muted.
Ready?
Volume. Yeah, ready.
The snooker hall is empty, 'cause they're all out playing pool, hustling down the Fulham Road, making deals with Mr. Cool. Oh, they're all out on the waterfront now, instead of being at school. They're too old now, even the dig pinball, having fun. Sour six, hitting flick knife flicks, with violence for a fix. Discovers teenage sex, tried shooting up for kicks.
And just like that, we're back. Yeah, so there's propheticizing. I know, Neil. I was hoping that you'd catch on to that word. You weren't sitting here. I thought, let's see if he comes up with that. Propheticizing. I think that's a good one. Anyway, so that's our famous toonie. So that's actually the reason we have a toonie in town. There was a guy named Brent Townsend who lived here for many years, and Brent, super guy. I mean, all my interactions with him, we were always friendly. I visited him and his wife when they opened the gallery. Nice gallery he had over there, beautiful fine print artist. Like he does these super high realistic paintings, wildlife and other paintings. Just brilliant. He's a brilliant artist. I mean, is he a little strange and weird? Maybe. I don't know. I'm fucking strange and weird. I don't know. I can't judge that shit. He was always a nice guy. So right now, this year, it's now 2025. They just now have some tractors down to start the construction on the new bridge for Campbellford. When we moved here 27 years ago, it was a big hotbed topic of where is this friggin' bridge going? Why are we getting a bridge? What is the bridge? The bridge. Anyways, this went on and on and on and on, and then about 10 years into it, they finally decided, and there was a bit of a presentation error on the way it was presented to the town, and that they said, we have the new bridge coming in, it's going here. And Brent Townsend kind of stood up and kind of went, hello, here is the middle of my living room. What are you talking about? And he was just preparing to put his place up for sale and move to a gallery in another town. And of course now his house had no value and there was no timeline on when this was going to happen. You got to remember, this was 20 odd years ago. Brent and the town ended off going head to head against each other. Brent and the mayor, to the point where the mayor was quoted in the paper at one point as saying something to the effect of, I'm going to take my truck and go over and pull down that goddamn toonie and drive it out of town myself. It got pretty bad. Brent Townsend's house was, his art sign was tarred and feathered. He ended off hanging up a noose at one point off a cross as a political statement. And it got further and further and further out of hand. Anyways, it's all finally happening now, and Brent is there. But I found it fascinating how this city that was so enamored with Brent Townsend, and the guy who made the tune, he lives here. Let's put up this big monument in his honor in the field, in the park across from his house where this gallery is. Like, it was so beautiful. Everybody talked, like when I first moved here, like Brent Townsend was the talk of the town because, he designed the toonie and blah, 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 blah. All cool stuff. Nice guy. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But it was amazing how quickly people turned on him when he kind of stood up for himself and people didn't agree with him. It was an interesting thing. Anyways, there's a song called Don't Be Surprised, and it goes something like this. I got balls of steel and a head full of big ideas. If you push too hard, you might find that I push back. You can put me up on a pedestal when it suits you. You're the monument to everything I've done. But when you turn your back and you fall asleep on me, don't be surprised what a man might do. You can take me out to dinner when it suits you. You can tell all your friends that you're a friend of mine. You can bury me with reasons, laws, and bullshit. You can hide behind intentions and your lies. But when you turn your back and you fall asleep on me, don't be surprised, man, I do. Don't be surprised. Don't be afraid at all. Don't be surprised what a man might do. What a man might do. You can judge me on my merits or my mischiefs. You can crucify me, hang me out to dry. You can take away all of the honors that you've given. You can paint me tarred and feathered if you like. But when you turn your back and you fall asleep on me, don't be surprised. Don't be afraid. Don't be surprised what a man might do. Don't be surprised what a man might do. Little song in memory of the battle between Brent Townsend and the town, Brent and Hector. Hector's no longer with us. It's too bad. I liked Hector too. I like both of them. They're both friends. They didn't see eye to eye on things at all when it came to that. Nail says, Elaine, well, I will be there. You're going to be at the Watchman show in January too. That's fantastic. So we're going to get into some stuff now that's... I'm doing 3 new songs right now? Good Lord. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm going to do 3 new songs here, folks. Now, for those of you who are there, I'm just going to turn this a little bit so so I can dial in here, Allison. Does that kind of ruin you, anything for you?
No, it's great.
As I said, these are 3 new songs. One of the beauties of being able to kind of do these things is the ability to do these new songs, because I can learn them without, you know, when you're out and you're touring and you're doing stuff, and it's just a little different. You know, you've got a set of music that you've learned and rehearsed inside out, and you play the same thing every night. This is different. So these 3 songs, I kind of, you know, they're some of my favorite songs that I can kind of sing along with. One is a song that I had lost track of. When I was touring with Ron Hines at that wonderful time of my life, Ron used to end the night with this song. He'd do it in a drop D thing, and I'm not quite sure exactly what it was. Anyways, it was a magical part of the night, and I thought it was a Ron song until we were talking about it one night, and he informed me it was actually, I think it was David Olney, O-L-N-Y, or O-L-N-Y, N-E-Y, Only, tune. I'll look it up, and I'll post it anyways. But I recently found a Ron version somebody posted, and I listened to it the other day, and I thought, oh, that'd be a great thing to kind of do. Anyways, so this is one of the 3 new tunes that you've never heard before. They're all very interesting. They're all from songwriters that I've mentioned. No, actually, I've never even, well, no, maybe I have. Anyways, this is a song called Jerusalem Tomorrow, and it goes like this, if I can get in the right vibe here.
Seen me way back then. I could tell a tale, I could make it spin. I could tell you black was white, I could tell you wrong was right. Not only that, I could tell you why. Back then I could really tell a lie. Well, I'd hire this kid, and he'd say he was lame. And then I'd touch him, and I'd make him walk again. Then I'd pull some magic trick, where I'd pretend to heal the sick. I was taking everything they had to give. It wasn't all that bad. Well, I'm in this desert town, and it's hot as hell. No one is buying what I got to sell. I make my lame guy walk, I make my dumb guy talk. I'm preaching up a storm each and every day. Everyone just turns and walks away. Well, I can see that I'm only wasting all my time. So I sat across the street to drink some wine. This old man comes up to me. He says, I've seen you on the street. You're pretty good, if I don't say so myself. But this guy came through last month. he was something else. Instead of calling down fire from above, he just gets real quiet and talks about love. I'll tell you something funny. He don't want no one's money. Not exactly sure what this all means. It's the damnedest thing that I've ever seen. Since that time, every town's been the same. I can't make a dime. I don't know why I came. I decide I'll go out and find them. Find out who's behind them. He's got everyone convinced that he's for real. Well, I figure we can make some kind of deal. Well, he offers me a job, and I say fine. He says that we'll be all paid off on down the line. Well, I guess I'll string along. I don't know how that much could go wrong. As long as he pays, I guess I'll follow. We're heading for Jerusalem tomorrow. Christmas tune for you there, Jerusalem Tomorrow. I love that. It's another one of those alternate perspective tunes. I love those. I talk about them a lot. You take a big story that's been written 1,000 times and you put it in somebody else's viewpoint. You know, the faith healer back in Jesus' time. Well, who the fuck is this guy? Why is everybody talking about him? Why can't I make any money anymore? You know, figure out who this guy is. You know, you end off joining Jesus' team. Becoming part of history, you don't even know it. That's just my interpretation, of course.
I'm looking forward to researching that song.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Oh, cool. We got like three neat songs left. Is that right?
Yep.
Cool. Al. What's the next one? Oh, we've got a little video interlude here.
Oh yes. Okay. Let's
So-
get on it. You get ready.
I'm getting ready here. This is the part of the show where the video happens, which is a very important part of the show. And I need to, see, that was not what I needed to do. I just turned off the friggin' thing. Let me get this over here. Welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday show. Okay, Allison, you ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in to the Whiskey Wednesday show. Every Wednesday we will be here, rain or shine, richer or poorer. Tip jar is in the link above. Never expected but always appreciated. Never confuse the size of your paycheck with the size of your talent. I've got all the money I'll ever need if I die by midnight. Always appreciated, never expected. Please feel free to drop us a line regarding anything, including a link to your money. Cheers.
I came here from the city, trying to find some peace of mind, to get myself on track and buy myself some time. This town is growing on me. Here's a song.
And I'm back. Oh.
Almost everything done.
And feedback prevention. There we go.
There we go. Excellent.
Prevention. Planned Parenthood. Neil, I know you're on a trip and it's exciting and stuff, but Planned Parenthood, be safe. Anybody else that's on a trip with their wife, you know, Planned Parenthood. Well, this next song I'm going to do. Okay, and this one's totally weird. Todd Snyder. Anybody out there ever hear of Todd Snyder? Todd Snyder is one of my favorite artists. And like the Jerusalem Tomorrow, like when Ron did Jerusalem Tomorrow, it was very theatrical. He adapted a voice for the song, and the voice was, it was all very, very well put together, if you know what I mean. And this next song, Todd Snyder, the reason I don't cover Todd's songs is because there's such a character in his voice, and he's such a storyteller that that it's difficult to repeat some of those people's music or art, however you want to say it, because without their voice and their sort of the cadences of their voice and stuff, that it doesn't translate the same. It's not necessarily worse. It just doesn't translate the same. So this is one of those ones that I thought I'd throw in tonight because I had a few minutes. So let's just see what we got going on here. Todd Snyder, look him up. He's one of these great songwriters. He's a consummate performer, doesn't stop, records all his shows. It's all available for free on his website. He's got a ton of albums out. He's a bit of an activist. He speaks up about what he believes in. He's a pot-smoking, just guy who plays music. He's so fucking great. But his stories are amazing. Check him out. TODDSNID. Little out of place, little out of tune, so lost in space, racing that moon, climbing the walls of a hurricane, still overall, I can't complain. All I wanted was a one chance, let freedom reign. Said I had to get a permit, tags and everything. Never made it through the red tape. I got this paper hat. I got a job working weekends. You want fries with that? I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. Started talking with my girlfriend. Told her I was stressed. Said I'm going off the deep end. She said, God, for once, give it a rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, thinking we should pitch. How you gonna throw a shutout if all you do is pitch? I got nothing to lose, I got nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. Now I got a brand new need one more shot, need one last chance. This time I won't get caught. Wanna make my stand this time, I can't be barred. But then again, on the other hand, how much have you got? I got nothing to lose, I got nothing to gain. It's like a one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. Little out of place, little out of tune, so lost in space, racing at the moon, climbing the walls of a hurricane, still overall, I can't complain, still overall, I can't complain. Todd Snyder. I chose that song for no apparent reason. I wouldn't even say it was one of his good ones, but it's one that just sort of appeals to me. He's got great stories. Oh my God, there's a story about the man, just download one of his live records and listen to it. He's just brilliant. He's just brilliant. Try the I can't remember any of the details on any of them right now. There's some great ones. Oh my God, it's just he's so funny. He's so funny. Okay, Todd Snyder, first time ever. Just learned that today. Great songwriter. Great guy. Another one coming up here now. Video rewind tonight. Okay, we talked about this the other night. Yeah, so I had an app called 8mm. It was an expensive app through the App Store. It was like $7.99, which back 20 years ago was fucking it was a mortgage payment. And I wanted some shots of Newfoundland, and I reached out to Jeff Younghusband. Anyways, Jeff ran around town for me in the middle of Newfoundland blizzardy weather and got this amazing footage of the harbor and the streets around the harbor and the little connective tissue that keeps all the streets together through the alleys and stuff, even though they're slowly being closed one by one. Even the alley by Jeff's house, by the school there, they've just closed it, which is like, they're just putting fences up to like all these little shortcuts that we all took. Anyways, that's all part of it. The video turned out fantastic. Jeff did some great stuff, and thank you again for being my videographer and director and everything on that one. Jeff just sent me the footage, and I put it into a sequence and put the music to it. It was just great. I absolutely love that piece of work. So that'll be on tonight. Let's do this one first. We got two songs.
You're switching that one out too.
Yeah, I'm going to do this one here, which I should have left the capo on for because I was already in position for. This is one that we do from time to time. Now the lounge is full of farmers for the 7:30 draw. Teammates all left before they had to buy the round. When they pull the 50-50 and I lose again, I'll go. Maybe have one more round one for the snowy road. And the championship banners going yellow on the wall. Add my name when it gets closer to last call. So Elvira brings my bottle, hold it up and let it bend. The figures of two wrecks battle in an extra hand. And I'm peeling off the label as they peel the corner guard. Dance down the sheet to the tune of Hurry, Hurry Hard. And my popcorn squeaks a question, wonders why I'm not at home. Where you wait beside a silent telephone. Doodle circles within circles all alone. And to stop myself from climbing on a table full of empties. To yell why, why can't I draw right up to what I wanna say? Why can't I ever stop where I wanna stay? Slide right through our days, I'm always throwing hack waves.
must be winners circa 1963. All staring, glaring disapprovingly from the frame in that old photograph of me. And I know you're out there waiting for an answer I can't give. So tell me why can't I ever stop where I wanna stay? Why can't I draw right up to where I wanna stay? Roar right through our year, drift right through our months, slide wide through our days. I'm always throwing hack weight, never ever 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 right off. No, never ever ever right off. No, never ever ever right off. No, never ever ever. A little Weaker Thans for you.
And did you see one of the guys?
I did see the bass player for the Weaker Thans recently. He's now playing with Lois the Low. He's going to be on the show at the end of the month.
Oh, that's the connection.
I'll
I was trying
play
to
this
think
song
of
for him back there, for them then as well. That should be great.
That's right. I forgot that. Okay. Connection.
Connections. I got one more song. Just looking to see what we got here. Next week is Duo.
Oh yes. Wait. Let me get out the thing. It's a great one.
Duo evening. Oh yes, me and Mr. Grant with joints in our mouths. It was on a Halloween there somewhere. I dressed up as a guy who wears a tie, and Mr. Grant put on a hat. So we were both in costume, and you wouldn't recognize us from those photos, but that's the two of us there. So it'll be the two of us next week.
And you're going to visit on Friday.
Oh, nice, Ron. That's cool. Route 66, your son did it. Sorry, what's that? Next Friday, Allison? Next Friday, I'm doing...
Next Friday, you're going to visit Kimberly and...
Yes, on Friday I'm going over to Kimberly's place to do the interview for the people who like to get in really cold water and then sit in really, really hot saunas.
So we'll have that next week.
I get it, but it's weird. And this one here was done here. I do believe, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna put this behind here. There we go. Okay, so this one here, I'll tell you a little story. How are we doing on time here? 9:05, perfect time. So, again, this is another one of these artists that I dare not do their repertoire for fear of ruining their repertoire or making their repertoire, you know, I don't know. I just hate fucking stuff up that's really important to me. Now this song came my way. Well, I got, I think Michael Stone was still running the Red Dog, and I got a call that Fred Eaglesmith was coming into town, so I got the chance to open up for him, which was great. A fan of Fred Eaglesmith for a long time. I think he's one of the most beautiful songwriters this country has ever seen. And you all know that I've been kind of riding talking about Ron Hines as being the best in Canada. You know, I don't like arguing about who's better and all that stuff, but David Whiffen in the Ottawa area. Fred Eaglesmith, he's got his own thing going, his own sort of corridor of people that love his music. And, you know, you have so many of these artists that you have to choose from early on. And, you know, like Bob Dylan was kind of my choice. And Ball's behind me. And you know, when people have such massive catalogs, you get lifelong into them, and then sometimes you bring another artist in. Fred is somebody that I wish I'd gotten into earlier on, because everything that I discover of his music is just so beautiful. Actually, no, it's not true. Not all of it is so beautiful. Some of it's very, very, very
it's all great. It's just, anyways. I got to play with him in Peterborough, and he played this song, and I just kind of, this mic keeps moving. I can never remember where it's supposed to be. I'm going to leave it right there now. After the show, he was real nice. Of course, you always hope that, when you play with one of your idols or somebody that you really sort of respect, you always hope that, you're going to become friends and, oh yeah, it'll be great. We'll exchange numbers and we'll start writing together and become pals. Blah, 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 blah. As has happened many times. Didn't happen with him. He was super cool and super nice and super respectful and, came up and listened to a couple of my songs and, went above and beyond for somebody he had no idea who it was. Yeah, Fred Eaglesmith. After the show, he said to me, he was packing up his merch and stuff, and he said, hey, Ken, he said, you want one of my albums? And I said, sure. I said, you played a song called Brand New Boy that really kind of resonated with me tonight. I said, do you have that record? He said, oh, yeah. And he gave me a CD, and I gave him a CD, and I'm sure, well, I don't know, maybe he listened to it, but if he's anything like me, it got put into his, you get passed off so many CDs and don't even have a CD player anymore. It's hard to listen to it all. But either way, great Canadian artist if you're not tuned in with Fred Eaglesmith and you're looking for something, in these ilks of what I like to talk about. He's the guy. He's a guy. He's a guy. That's exactly what he is. $6 an hour ain't enough to live on, even in just a shack. And the tips in a small town are so small, you may as well just give them back. And the rain on the roof made such a racket that you couldn't hear yourself think. Still I wish I was back there in that old shack with her, dancing to any old thing. But she's got a brand new boy, and he takes all her pain away. And they fly like angels and stars and rainbows, and the night turns back into day. She tells me she loves me, but she never loved me that way. What can she say? But she's sorry. She's got a brand new boy. She's got a brand new boy. And I used to love her more than any other, more than any other could know. And I used to hold her, and I always told her never let her go. And the rights and the wrongs and the in-between songs all shuffle on down the road. And the next time that Greyhound pulls into this here town, I'll be the one to go. She's got a brand new boy, and he takes all of her pain away. And they fly like angels and stars and rainbows, and the night turns back into day. She tells me she loves me, but she doesn't love me that way. What can she say? But
she's so weak. She's got a brand new boy. She's got a brand new boy. Yeah, that's yeah, it really is, isn't it? It's one of those songs that you hear and you just go,
Instantly.
wow. Yeah, so Joe, yeah, if you're unfamiliar with Fred Eaglesmith, the album that's on is an album called Things Is Changing. Things is Changing, Times is Changing, Things is Changing, I think it's called. And I think it's a beautifully recorded album. It's got some amazing songs on it. You just check it out. Fred Eaglesmith, Things Is Changing. That's where I would start. That's where I started, anyways. And Brand New Boy was that song that we just did right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fun new evening. Oh yeah, I got my new hat here.
People are probably wondering what that is on the
Probably
goat's
wondering
head.
what it is on the goat's head and what it is. This is a Erdinger. This is a hat from the what do they call it?
Maybe I can get a close up and I'll get nice.
I don't know. Can you see me there?
Yes.
Which camera? Am I looking into the right camera? This side?
Oh, yeah,
This side?
yeah.
This
Oh,
side?
all
Oh,
good. All good.
oh yeah, it's all good, she says. Really? You call that good? It's not even in focus. Look, let me get rid of the camera. Okay, now focus on that. There we go. See? Now it's good. Anyways. Silliness. So I've got my Halloween costume for this year. I'm going as I just need some compression socks. And once I put some compression socks on with this hat, I can rock and roll. I just need some suspenders too, and some shorts. Most of them wore regular shoes. Yeah, but as Danny told the crowd, and he figured out all on his own, that Lederhosen means compression socks in German. Not sure the truth of that, but it was a statement that was made. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's been another great show. Next week we've got me and Mr. Grant, then we've got the full band back, and then we get into a whole series of interviews and stuff for the next couple of weeks that follow before Christmas. Everything is good. We're going to get to the video rewind. Next week, duo, and I think that it's just time to say the usual. Be like Steve. Have a good night. The city harbor lies behind the chain link fence. You can see it from a distance. You can even feel the wind, but you can't walk out on that dock and stand beside the sea-torn freighters. Sense those stories of the lies that live within. You can't have it the way it was, have to take it as it is. Those times have changed, those days are gone. Those days are past but not forgot. You can't stop the winds of change, forever in your mind self-same. Oh, don't be sad, we were blessed for what we had. Those days are gone, and the memories cast in stone. And I know I'm not alone, and it chills me to the bone. In this place called home, you can't lose what you don't own. The deepest ties you'll ever know, right here at home. Down Water Street, the storefronts changed a few blocks north. Who'd ever blame to fight against this hurting, changing, waiting game? How many words can twist and burn like spark to hay? No further down, no further down this hurting old time road will stray. You can't have it the way it was, have to take it as it is. Those times have changed, those days are gone. Those days are past but not forgot. You can't stop the winds of change, forever in your mind self-same. Oh, don't be sad, we were blessed for what we had. Those days are gone, and the memories cast in stone. And I know I'm not alone, and it thrills me to the bone. In this place called home, you can't lose what you don't own. The deepest ties you'll ever know hurt so bad to let you go. And I thought that I just came to say hello to this place called home.
harbor lies behind the chain link fence. You can see it from a distance. You can even feel the wind.
Once again, thanks for spending another Wednesday with us here at Storyhouse Studios. Thanks to Trainer, Yorkville, and the Longtooth Beverage Company for being a part of the show. We love our time on the Whiskey Wednesday show and appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to hit up the tip jar if you feel so inclined. Never expected, but always appreciated. Tune in every week for more guests, songs, stories, drinks, and gear talk. And don't forget to visit the website, www.kentizzard.com, to sign up for the Whiskey Wednesday wrap-up. Compiled by Allison, this is a monthly overview with highlights, directories of songs, and so much more. Be kind, be helpful, be happy, be safe. See you next week.